Please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. Let's check out the weight of evidence. Here is the gold to silver ratio, guys, on the monthly chart. And it's pretty clear. Step one, put on the line chart. Here I have my sleep mode line. And I use that word because it's to remind you of when a rising trend goes down below a line which has multiple touches, and this one just has two on a closed basis. So we're going to see a third reaction, see how it bounces or not. And if it bounces, then we know that sleep mode 9 becomes valid. And then you know that if you close below, the momentum has slowed down. So if momentum slows down, then it will have a chance to flatline. And if once it's flatlined, then it either can go back up, but it has also a chance of going down, because something that's going steep up, once it breaks down with momentum, there's a chance of it going sideways. But it could go sideways, like here in 2009, it could go sideways, but then after that totally plummet. So that's my first trick. Just put it on the monthly count on the line chart. Right now, a while back, we had this wick here. So wick is, during the month, it was all the way up here, but the market decided to close below that. And always look to the left, guys. So if I stretch it all the way to the left, that's some historical resistance right there. Went down, then again the following month, try to go back up. Remove the cloud, remove that. It tried to go back up, another wick, sellers coming in, but it still hasn't broken down. So this is very constructive. You have wicks 2 months in a row now of selling pressure in the gold silver ratio. And to remind for guys who aren't used to why we're looking at the gold silver ratio, silver is inversely correlated to this chart. So it's mostly silver that drives this price. If this breaks down, then it's mostly because silver is going up faster than gold and not because silver is breaking down. So that's one piece of evidence. So we have to wait for that sleep mode line to break down. So it's getting closer, but not quite there yet. We're going to look at the DXY. The DXY, remove all drawings and get my sleep mode line. I'll put it on the line chart. Here you go. Templates. Where's my sleep mode line? Right here. All right. So here's the DXY. 1, 2. It's coming in. It's coming in to try to test. Hollow candles. Wick. It looks just like the GSR, right? All this, everything's financialized. So the gold silver ratio is going to look like the VIX. It's going to look like the DXY. It's going to look like the USD CAD. And once all of those are aligned and start to break down on the monthly chart, then you know you're in a good run for precious metals. So DXY has not broken down yet, guys. Very constructive. Sellers coming in, but has not broken down yet. Let's look at USD CAD. Remove drawings. So just like it looked like the gold silver ratio. Remember March Madness went up. Let's do my good old trick. Ooh, that is a bearish rising wedge. So we're going to see here if there's a reaction. Even head like that. Wow. So often you see these patterns when a big base breaks down. Not quite sure where that's going to go. Even down lower here. So it's a strong pullback back to breakdown line right here. Pivot maybe. Support. Resistance. Support, support, support. It's like a zone, right? I could even put here another one here. That zone, all those wicks saying the market, look. US dollar cannot go higher versus the Canadian dollar right now. It's too much. It's trying, but look at that wick above. Traps a lot of people. People think it's going back high. But right now, you're actually really close to a continuation breakdown, guys. So that's another piece of evidence that you have to add. So there's a DXY, which is mostly a US dollar versus the euro. You have USD versus CAD that's just about to break down. You have the gold silver ratio that's starting to turn down. So you got to look at all these pieces of evidence. Here is another commodity pair, Australian dollar versus US dollar. I'll put it on the line chart. That would probably be my maybe early breakup line or wake up line of some sorts. So you see it here. It did break out back 1, 2. I don't have 3 solid bounces. Maybe here. This way here. That. There you go. Touch, touch, touch. Oh, reaction on that line, breaks out. But that's when you break out of the early wake-up line. It's still an acute descending trend line. And usually, even if you have the more acute it is, once you break out, you have a tendency it could still go down. So it looks bullish. It is bullish. But after that, it's rare that it's the first breakout of a descending wake-up line that is going to go back to all-time highs. And see, this thing got dragged all the way back down here. Here's an exhaustion, capitulation month. And after that, it started going up. But now it's breaking above less steep angle of ascent. Wake up line breaks out above. Still for many, many months goes sideways. But it's getting less and less steep, these angles. And here is probably an important pivot line. And if I stretch it to the left, it probably has even more meaning. So look at that. So resistance. Oh. Resistance. Falls. Support here. Some support area here. Resistance, resistance. Try to go back above. Hogs it from top and bottom. Resistance. So this is probably, once we get out above this early breakout line, look what's happening. Higher lows for the Australian dollar versus the US dollar. So even if it went down, still higher low. So that's any uptrend starts with that, right? Higher lows and then higher highs once you break out above previous highs. So keep a close eye on that. It's not looking as dire as you would think. All these pieces of all these elements are starting to turn. So you just gotta let these macro tidal waves just do their thing month after month after month, and eventually this thing will break out, and that's probably an inverse head and shoulders, and then you'll have a fast reverse symmetry move to at least probably the swell here. Resistance, support, breaks down, becomes breaks down from support, now resistance. There's probably going to be a fast move once that breaks out. It's going to be this fast. Angle. So that's a 71 degree. So whenever that's going to happen, whenever we break out above that, I'll call it the final breakout line, we're probably going to have a move. And that's important, guys. These roadmaps are enacted once the breakout is confirmed, right? Because this could keep dragging lower, but still be bullish, right? Because it's a higher low. So the step one right now is breakout above this early breakout line. And after that, a breakout above that 76. And whenever that breaks out, that's when you put in this line and you have a reverse symmetry move almost all the way to parity. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. Weight of evidence, keep compiling it. That's it. Sayonara. Ciao, guys. Please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Thanks, guys.